君にベビーシートベリーやほどの気持ちだけ分け合えたらいいのにな願いを叶えてよ
Guys, this is Kara's Anime Update, episode 15, I think now. So, wow, I'm doing it. It's coming out a bit late this week because, if we all know, Friday was Halloween, so you can pretty much imagine what I was doing was being Halloweeny and awesome and all that. If you like my Facebook page, then you've seen my my femme Kaneki-Ken cosplays that I did for Friday. Hey, only reason I did the femme was the wig didn't come in. Guess what came in today? Yeah. That moment when the wig comes in after the event. Yeah. But other than that, this is probably going to be a longish episode. I'm not even doing anything, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be long because of stuff. So, yeah, let's get started. I got a lot of manga in last week that I want to tell you guys about. It's pretty awesome. So, the first one that I mentioned last week that was at home, but I hadn't read it yet because it was at home and I hadn't been home. This is home. This is home. Is this. Les Miserables by Victor Hugo has been turned into a manga by Manga Classics. This is the second manga that they have out so far with this publishing title. The other one is Pride and Prejudice, which I featured a few weeks ago. The reason I got this was because A, the Pride and Prejudice one was really good, so I wanted to continue to support this company, and B, I really like Les Mis. I've read the actual book several times. Haven't actually finished it because it's giant. It is giant. It's like that big as my head. See, head big. But yeah, so I'm still trying to finish that. But in the meantime, I got this, and of course the movies are awesome. And so it's a really good manga. The art is actually really good for these, which is why I definitely suggest supporting this company. They go really into detail with what they have with their art, their story. They make sure they get the details correct. I know because Pride and Prejudice, I was reading that as I was reading the actual story for my class, so hey. But yeah, example of art, it's pretty good, actually. They do the collab thing, and yes, I got color. Ha 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 ha. It's a sad picture, of course, but still it's color, so me. But yeah, so that's Les Mis. The next ones that this company will be having is The Scarlet Letter, Great Expectations, and Emma, which will be coming out in June of next year. So I'm looking forward to getting those since I really do enjoy this company and I want to continue to support them for as long as I can. So that's that one. The next one I got quite a few, but the next one I'm going to feature is this, Miyuki-chan in Wonderland, which is basically Clamp's series of Yuri one-shots where a girl gets sucked into various worlds because she's either late or up late or whatever. If you've read the Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicles, Miyuki is the one that you always see in the beginning of every world running in a schoolgirl uniform with a pizza toast in her mouth. That's one thing that I love about the Clamp universe. And I actually got this as an old library copy, and it's not that good, but it has color. I have all the color things, and it's kind of fucking awesome. So yeah, color. All the color. Which I had some of the pictures before, but what else? So yeah, Miyuki-chan, it doesn't have a lot of good reviews online because of how they have it, and because it's literally just fan service. But, I mean, it's one of their first beginning titles, so come some slack. It's like, if you RG Veda story-wise versus XXX-Holic, pretty much. Yeah, they're both really good in their own right, but it's really wordy in their beginning stuff. This is really wordy, and they changed their art style. I still prefer their old art style, but the new one is cleaner. I will admit. Next feature, Honey Hunt 345. So yeah, I got 1 and 2 in a deal thing a few years ago, so just working on finishing some of my series. 6 is somewhere in the mail, whatever. But yeah, this is basically by the person that did a Hot Gimmick, and it's basically just this girl, her parents are celebrities, shit goes down, and she decides to try and compete against mainly her mother as an actress. So she's trying to become an actress, but despite the fact that she's extremely shy and has pretty much zero interest in being an actress. But you kind of, like, that's how it starts out, but then she starts to get really into it and you want to root for her. Sort of like Skip Beat, I guess, where she doesn't really know what she's getting into, and then she's into it, and she actually really likes it. The next series that I actually started is Sundome. So I got volumes 1 through 4 of Sundome. This one's basically, I've read a bit of it online, and sexy, sexy fun times. Well, sexy, sexy fun times for the readers, frustration times for the main character. That's how it goes. But yeah, that is one that I got mainly because of a friend of mine's into, really kept talking about it, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get it. Whatevs. Then I got also High School Debut 11 and 13. 12 is in the mail. I'm gonna be saying that a lot. So I'm waiting to read these until I get 12 in so I can read them all. Oh, all of these have color. Every single one. I just remembered I didn't do that. And of course Viz doesn't do color, so whatever. But yeah, well, old Viz doesn't do color. Yeah, weird. But yeah, so this is just, pretty sure most people know about High School Debut. Girl who in middle school she was like softball geek, and now she wants to become popular and have a boyfriend, and this is more or less her transformation into becoming what she deems a pretty girl, which actually she gets pretty, and it's more of a aw honey type deal. I also got World Trigger number 2 because I have number 1 and I liked the fact that I knew what was going to happen in the anime before it did, so I decided, you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna get this. So I'm waiting to watch the 4th episode of World Trigger until after I read this, because I know this is gonna be most of the 4th chapter unless they decide to, or 4th episode, unless they decide to add shit. Then this was just one that Amazon was like, hey, we think you might like this. It's called Ajin. It's about demons and horror and fun stuff that I really like. So I haven't read it yet, but I already really like it because the cover is pretty. I have the second one pre-ordered too, because that's what I do. And it also came with all the pretty color things. Pretty color things. Pretty color things. So yeah. Because that took so long, I'm not going to be doing much else besides the fact that I haven't exactly been watching too much anime because Halloween was going on, so I was mostly working on my Kaneki cosplay and brushing out my wigs. I finally got a wig stand that is on a C-clamp, so I just clamped it onto a thing, and I've been brushing them out, and they're not falling, and it is wonderful! But other than that, I've pretty much just been getting manga, and I'll be getting more manga in for next week, so there'll be that. Hopefully next week I'll be able to talk more about animes. If anybody has a specific anime that they want me to watch and talk about / do a review of, I will try and do that. otherwise, I guess this has been Kara's anime update. So, good luck everybody with your weeks. I hope y'all enjoyed your Halloweens and the extra hour of sleep from Saturday night. And yeah, have a great week, guys. Bye!